enter the announcements channel. This is exciting. I'm excited. The hype is real. I can't wait for you to finally meet my boy.
I can't wait to finally meet your boy.
Ah, all my boys. I just realized you're gonna meet multiple of my boys.
That's why you're playing the judge.
Oh, I can't wait. The judge is the same, which is nice because I like him. But like I'm excited. I think at least in this game you're gonna meet 3 of my main boys, but in the Apollo's game as a whole, there are many boys I like.
Got it.
I don't know. I don't remember many of the girls. I remember exactly 2 of the girls. That's not true. I remember more girls. It's just I only fondly remember 2 of the girls. And
all the rest are not as good.
And no, Trucy is not one of them because she shows up in all 3 games, so she doesn't count.
Yeah, the ones that are exclusive to this one.
Yeah. Oh, there is one girl, this one woman in this game who I dislike so much, and I'll explain why after you beat the game because it's got major spoilers.
Got it.
Duncan says, "Nerd, shut up, nerd." How you doing?
You.
How you doing, Dunk? Can I call you Dunk? Get dunked on. Oh, I'm in such a weird mood.
Oh, this is the best though.
Oh, I'm just trying to.
Because you're like fun and unpredictable right now.
I am in a mood. I am trying my hardest to keep in good spirits, and this is good. I'm so excited to meet my nerds. All my boys. We're gonna meet the best boy. We're not gonna meet him this stream though, because he's not in this case. Fuck.
Oh yeah, Clover, can I tell you a quick story about something that happened in D&D on Monday?
Oh no, yes, tell me immediately.
So Duncan was there. So basically, I had the players doing what's called a skill challenge, where they need to use their skills or their spells and get a certain number of successes before a certain number of failures, right?
Oh, that's awesome.
And so there's 5 players, and so I had it that they needed to get 5 successes, and I wanted to make sure everyone had a thing to do. And so
nice as ooh a thing.
So during the skill challenge, they were trying to go through this cave, whereas like the cave was it was underwater. The cave was collapsing. Sometimes like steam vents would open up and heat up the water.
Oh shit! Scald
and
them
so
to death.
everyone,
why don't you?
Everyone was like using spells and stuff because they had water breathing potions, so they could use the verbal components underwater. Everyone was using spells and skills to clear it, but Adam, playing the rogue, wasn't sure what kind of skills he wanted to use because, like, I don't know, guys. I don't know. I don't think I have any skills about like moving rocks away or blocking up steam vents. And his words, not mine. The way I handled it was saying, "I bet." And I had part of the cave collapse, dropping part of a boat door in front of his road.
It
was locked.
You really did go, "I bet." Find a way to get his skills in there. Honestly though, like that's the best way to get everybody working in on that. I'm glad. I'm glad you found a way to get Adam in there. That's great. Oh my gosh. Hang on, I have to turn my lights on. My room is so dark right now. Oh my gosh. Or rather, my comfort is too fucking restricted. I can't hear a word you're saying. Is Deb the one
Yes,
playing?
I am the one playing.
So I'll be ready to clip stupidity. Yes, he is.
Oh shit, we need to set up
Also,
our
I totally
PNG
just realized
tubers.
I don't have your PNG Tuber link anymore.
Oh, okay. What's the thing for it?
Fujitech. I can find it, I'm sure.
Yeah, I can find it as well.
I do not remember.
Yeah.
I'm just too lazy to find a cigarette PNG. What? Oh, that. I send weird shit.
Hold on. So I have the Fujitech. Oh, here we go. There's the link.
You found it.
They changed the layout.
I do not remember
Something
if your
about
link
that.
is the same as it was in the last stream.
It should be.
Is it gonna be regular you or is it gonna be Goddo you?
I think I changed it back to regular me because we did something else afterwards.
Oh, my roommate just got home. Devi. Browser done. There you are. Next to me.
Yeah.
There we
And
go.
cover the chat.
Fuck yeah, fuck chat. I can read it. It's fine.
Yeah. I like how my arms around you like this.
Hell yeah.
This is
That's
cute.
why I did it. Alright.
Because if I was layered in front, then it would have been like
You're just
I'm, like,
elbowing my
blocking you off.
boobs. I can turn on speech chat, I'm just not gonna, cause you're playing the game, I can just read chat. As opposed to when I inevitably play Spirit of Justice. Oh, that's gonna suck so much. I'm so excited to hate that game. Anyways, let's get started. Biblically accurate Devon phasing in and out of existence to meme. There he is!
There he is. In all of his HD glory. Look at that.
This is a cool ass intro. What the fuck?
Yo, let's just sit through this for a little bit.
I just want to enjoy his theme. It's been a long time since I've listened to the objection theme from this game.
Alright then.
Something rare, and I'm becoming aware. Bum, 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 bum. This is the best objection theme in the series. Don't even at me. Apollo is the best objection theme. And this is somebody who is a diehard fan of the 2001 objection theme.
Oh yeah, Duncan, they definitely put a lot of effort into this.
Oh
like,
god,
holy shit.
it's so good. I can't wait to play the 3D games. I want to know if they actually look good for once. Bet.
Like, I think I did play like the first little bit of this case, but I don't know if I got through the first witness. So after that I'll be playing completely blind.
Hell yes. Oh, I love this
But
so much.
but they didn't have anything like this in the DS
Oh, I
game.
just realized Dev says this is going into my first exposure to the Apollo trilogy, and the fact that Dev is doing it might be chaotic, and I'm all for it.
Oh. No, I'm not good returning to the title screen.
New game!
All I pressed was right click.
Look at her! She's cool. I like her.
Who?
The chick who was just in the screen. She's only in the first case, but she's good, and I like her. She's one of the girls I remember. One of two girls I remember is that one. I'm ready to go, and you are. I love this theme. Dude,
Hold on, I'm just trying to get that that picture back.
which
Because
picture?
I know it's not Trucy. Oh, that.
Yeah,
her, okay,
With the
yeah, yeah.
bandana.
Yeah, she was like black and white, so I didn't see her, and covered by the eye. Wait, so what's?
I think those are the different games, maybe? I don't
Yeah,
know.
I think those might be the different chapters once you've unlocked them.
Yeah. Let's go.
New game.
Oh, this is gonna be so good. I would love this game.
This is cool.
Episode 1 Turn About Trump. Fuck yeah!
Yeah. Larice?
Oh, yeah, it's Larry.
Larice Denome.
God, I wish.
Boyders.
Look at that. Yeah, no, seriously, this looks so much better than it did on the DS.
Right? Like, just the HD art is just so much more immersive. You lose.
I'm gonna block whoever this is. Hey, what's up? Ban.
I seem to be in a bit of trouble. Something like that. Dead. Someone hit him. Hard. Me? Please. The cops should be here any minute. I'm in your hands, should it come to that.
Look at that! Look at that painting of the judge. That's a good painting.
It looks like he's, like, first gracing his eyes upon hell.
Yeah, he's like looking up at Mordor. I don't know if I...
He's blinded by the light.
Wrapped up like a deuce, another runner in the net. You got a totally... I don't know what song you were singing, but you got an entirely different song in my head. Oh my god, that's so familiar. I know that song. What? I do know that song.
Oh, I'm blinded by the light, and I can't sleep until I feel your touch.
Blinding Lights, thank you. Oh my lord, did they add that recently? He looks like he's in one of his shocked moments when Phoenix does something stupid in court. I'd say recently, but the game literally came out like 16 hours ago. Literally, the game came out today. I installed it at midnight. Also, this murder happened shortly after my birthday, in 2026, so after I turn 24, we're all gonna celebrate the death of this person.
I think by recently he means in this game.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, no, I don't think the original had that, but I also think the original was too pixelated to know what the painting was, so they probably were just like, let's make it something stupid.
That's true. In Tyrion and Cuthbert, they have paintings around that are, I believe, like fan submissions from their like higher Patreons. Or not Patreons, Kickstarter people.
Kickies. That's not, I shouldn't call the Kickstarter people kickies, but I'm gonna do it now. Because I think that's cute.
I believe they're called backers.
Yes, that's the word, but my brain went kickies. I'm so tired, dude.
That sounds like something that like the streaming platform Kick would use for their followers.
Oh, that'd be so cute. Oh my god. All right, let's fucking do
until
this.
you know the kind of streams that are on Kick.
Oh yeah.
Panic, palms sweaty, knees weak, arms are
I
heavy.
knew you were
I
gonna
can
say
admit
it.
it, I'm nervous already.
It's not much better, honestly. Sounds like a football team fans. What?
Good morning.
Hey!
Good morning, sir.
God, you look good in HD. Fuck,
You look
what?
tense, Justice. Wound up tight. Wound up tight.
I know you can. This is a new opportunity to clip version when you can't read. Look at my boy and his fucking drill hair and his glasses and his smirk. I love him so much.
Wound up, sir? No, I'm loose. I'm fine. Oh. I'm loose. I'm fine.
No, it's fine. Your other voice was fine.
That screeching noise, is that your voice? I suppose that's to be expected. Your first trial, and it's a homicide. I guess justice doesn't start small, eh? I'm fine. I got up at 5 a.m. to do my Chords of Steel voice workout. I'm fine.
My name's Apollo Justice and I'm fine!
Ah, that explains it. I did detect a certain rasping quality to your screech.
Have I sent you the amazing official art of Kristoff? Like, Apollo is doing his Chords of Steel in the office, and Kristoff bought earplugs, so he's just in the background with his earplugs in. Such a good fucking picture.
That's awesome.
Oh, look at this fucking, oh, such a good...
I overdid it again.
Don't make him too much of a whiny bitch. He's still my favorite boy.
Sorry, that's a bit of the Ron kicking in, and I didn't even voice him.
Please, let me do my Chords of Steel.
We're not gonna get through the game at this rate.
We're never gonna finish this game. Oh gosh.
As you know, your client today is a good friend of mine. I wouldn't want to let him down, if you get my drift. Drift gotten, sir. I'm all over that drift. As it happens, I dined with him the night of the murder. We can't let this case fall through. Yes, I'm fine, sir. One more thing. Don't say you're fine quite so much. People might take you the wrong way. I'll be preparing our case. You may want to introduce yourself to the client.
Duncan says, okay, but hear me out. He is a bit of a squeaky bish until he gets into the groom. Also, Nye, that's not a conflict of interest whatsoever. That has never stopped a single lawyer in the history of this series.
If anything, it adds to the drama.
Exactly.
My name is Apollo Justice. If it isn't clear already, I'm a new attorney. And today is my first trial. Not that I'm worried or anything, Baka. The defendant has been accused of murder. My boss wants to help him out, of course. So do I. I mean, there's no way he did it. Not him. No way. Baka.
I keep dropping shit. You make me laugh. I keep dropping shit. Look at him! Sexy dad man! Dad energy!
Whoa.
Hobo dad energy!
Good, morning. Morning. It's all up to you today.
Legit made me spit
First
myself.
trial.
You're making everybody laugh. You're on point today. Oh no! The game.
Give him cardiac arrest. I think I'm supposed to say something. Help? So you're... Fine, I'm fine. Mr. Fine, is it? I did remember you having an odd name. Well, we're off to a great start. Are you sure you're okay? I mean, with me. Mr. Gavin is a top-notch defense attorney, and he's your friend, so why... You'll see. You can do it. Be confident.
You're a bitch.
I'm really sorry this happened to you. I mean, It's time. Shall we?
God, he looks drunk
Yes,
as
sir.
shit. Imagine going into the courtroom at 10 a.m. drunk off your ass. That'd be fun.
Especially as a former lawyer.
Exactly.
First trial, here comes justice.
We're never gonna finish this game. I'm gonna laugh too much. This is so good. April 20th, 10 a.m. District Court, courtroom number 2.
We're enjoying ourselves, and that's what matters.
Hell yeah. I just realized April 20th is one of my friends' birthdays. Court is
We got
now
a lot
in
of April
session.
babies.
God, why do I feel like I'm that guy?
Prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is, fine. I mean, ready, Your Honor.
Why do I feel like I'm that guy? Duncan, I 100% believe you will. 5 streams down the line, you will finally finish the tutorial case. Wow, he actually looks like sweaty unlike the other games where they're just lines.
Yeah, where they're just beads. Just for reference, I do have to go at like somewhere between 4:30 and 5.
Okay.
So
we have 4 hours to get through this. Let's see if we can do it.
Mind going blank. Don't panic. Ah, too late.
Your name was Mr. Justice, and this is your first trial.
Yes, Your Honor, but I'm fine, really.
Are you quite sure? Your voice sounds a bit strained. Mr. Gavin.
Yes, Your Honor.
I was under the impression that you would be heading up this case.
That was my intention, yes. However, a defense attorney must always cede to his client's wishes. And my client has specifically requested Mr. Justice.
Well, of course he wants justice. But to entrust his case to this greenhorn, why? I do not exaggerate when I say you're the best defense attorney in town, Mr. Gavin.
Okay, so Gavin's got trial experience, fine. But what does he have? But does he have cords of steel?
Try that again.
But does he have cords of steel?
There we go. Took a couple tries. Then let's begin. The defendant may enter the courtroom. Bastard dad. This is truly an unfortunate turn of events. I'm sorry we had to meet again under these circumstances, even though it's happened 3 fucking times now. Long time no see, Mr. Wright.
Let's put the past behind us, shall we? These days, I'm merely Phoenix Wright, piano player. Mr. Wright, how could this have happened?
I won't speak of it further, then. If the prosecution would be so kind as to explain the charges. Mr. Payne?
To think I saw you enter this room as a fresh attorney, and now I'll see you leave in chains.
He's become more... Am I crazy, or did he get more psychotic with every game?
I don't doubt it.
Like, first game, he was like, whatever. Second game... Sorry, I keep interrupting. Second game, he was like, cocky. Third game, he was a bitch. And now he's straight up like, I'm gonna get you fucking arrested, bitch ass. Sorry.
That's so funny. Winston Payne, subtle as ever, I see. Ahem. The crime occurred at Borscht Bowl Club, a Russian restaurant. The defendant, Phoenix Wright, took the victim, a customer, and hit him, whammo, on the head. Smack! Killed him right cold.
A customer at the restaurant, you say? And the defendant, you say he was...
The pianist for the club, it seems.
Phoenix Wright, a pianist.
This is the weapon that took the victim's life. A bottle of grape juice. Grape juice is apparently our defendant's drink of choice.
Sorry. Nice says, I wouldn't be surprised if Payne just one day sees Phoenix and starts screaming, Capital! Capital, I say! The court accepts this deadly bottle as evidence. Capital punishment.
Oh. Yo, look at that.
Fuck.
Just like this menu here.
Everything
like
looks so nice with the hem, yeah.
With the lines, yeah, it's like sewn in. Oh,
God,
so
I love this
and you can
music
see like
too.
the pages. You can see the pages too, like it's a flip book.
God, it's so fucking great. They put a lot of work into this. I'm so glad.
Deadly bottle added to the court record. Something to note, Justice. All evidence is filed in the court record. Make a practice of checking it frequently. Court record. Right, I've heard of that.
Make an effort of checking it frequently and also checking the damn evidence.
Use E to look at the evidence so far. Victim's name is Shady Smith. Male, estimated time of death April 17th, between 1:45 a.m. and 2:15 a.m.
Bless you.
Cause of death, cerebral hemorrhaging as a result from blunt trauma to the forehead.
Nice is the same thing. Make sure to look at the evidence, but also fucking read the evidence. We're never gonna let you live that down.
That's fine. Whoa.
Look at that bitch.
That. You having a good nap?
Good ass nap with his hat on.
This bottle looks awfully clean.
Yeah, it's oddly empty. They must have like vacuumed the water out or some shit. Got in a tube and just...
Even then, they'd probably have to, like, wash it out, too.
Oh, absolutely.
I'm confident in your ability to handle this. Right, just use E. E. Sounds like it's time for some hands-on action.
Look at his smile.
I read that as hands-on addiction.
So fuck. Sorry. So the victim was a customer at this restaurant. Sorry, I had a cough just for a moment. But just who was this, Shady Smith fellow? I mean, he looks shady as shit.
We believe he was a traveler, Your Honor.
A traveler? An octopath traveler?
According to his passport, he had been out of the country for a number of years.
That's the dumbest thing I've ever said.
He had only returned to this country recently, though his place of residence is unclear.
And he had some sort of connection with the defendant. Shady Smith, more like shady as shit. And then Duncan calling me out, oh my lord, you nerd. Shut up, Duncan.
That too is unclear at present, Your Honor. We believe they met at the Borscht Bowl Club on the night of the crime.
But they had only... If they had only just met, then why murder?
Apparently, you've never seen a D&D party.
Fuck me. Perhaps the victim slighted the defendant's piano playing.
That doesn't appear to have been the case.
I know it's true, Duncan. Still don't have to say it.
No, the motive had nothing to do with the defendant's lack of playing skill. At least not piano playing. I'll let this photo explain what I mean. As we can see, a game of poker was in progress at the scene of the crime.
Wait a second. Isn't poker gambling? That's a crime in and of itself. It's not I mean, it is if it's unlicensed, I guess.
Indeed, it appears our defendant has fallen to become the basest sort of criminal. Objection! It is true that the defendant was engaged in a game of poker with the victim. Yet it was only that, a game, in the purest sense. A competition, Your Honor. A competition? Yes, a test of wits. A silent clash of passions. Only the cards, their backs wreathed in blue flame, know its final outcome.
Come again?
The cards on this table had blue backs, Your Honor. I believe the defense was waxing poetic in an attempt to mystify those present. And impress women.
Oh, sorry. That will be our first order
Clover,
of business here, then. What?
Well, Clover, are you impressed?
I'm always impressed by that gay-ass man. He's not. Everyone assumed he was gay back when the game first came out, and I get it, but at the same time, he's so not. He's bi, but he's not gay. And I love him for it. We all love this man and his fucking waxing poetry in the middle of the courtroom. That will be our first order of business, then, to find out more about this fatal game of cards. Very well, defendant. You will testify to the court about the poker competition held in the night of the crime.
My pleasure. This is it. My first trial. Here goes nothing.
Thank you, Daycare Ladybot.
I'm a pianist by trade, yet I can hardly play at all. My real job is to take on interested customers over at the poker table. The room where we play and the competition in there are the club's main attractions. The rules are simple. We play a game of poker using 2 decks of cards. That's all it is, a game, and our customers are happy.
A pianist who can't play piano.
Better than a defense attorney who can't defend.
Shots fired! Very well, the defense may begin the cross-examination.
Right, Your Honor. My first cross-examination. Don't blow it. Are you all right? You're sweating bullets. Bullets? Where?
Dumbass.
It's a figure of speech, Justice. Your voice sounds strained and raspy, too. My brain feels strained and raspy, sir.
Same.
You've watched me perform my cross-examinations many times, though you've never done one yourself, have you? Care for a refresher? What to do? Should I ask Mr. Gavin for a refresher course on cross-examination? Up to you.
I was gonna say up to you. I don't need a refresher.
Neither do I.
Let's go.
No need for help, sir. I think I got this one covered. I think you'd better do more than you think, you know it. I think you'd better do more than you'd... I think you'd better do more than think. You know it, or you do not.
Nice as if your brain feels strained. I think that's golden aneurysm, Apollo.
I'm fine. The cords of steel are ready for battle. My weapons, press and present.
Thank you, Apollo.
Find any
No.
inconsistencies and any lies in the testimony and reveal them to the court. That is cross-examination. Learn it, know it, do it.
Why did it give us
Inconsistency.
the option?
Lies. Phoenix Wright?
Why did it give us the option to skip the fucking thing if it was going to explain it anyway?
I feel like it was, if we picked yes, it would have babied us more.
It probably would have told the controls and shit.
Yeah.
Phoenix.
As if Phoenix Wright would never lie, and it's up to me to prove it.
The defense may begin the cross-examination. Sorry, I had to get that I'm sorry. That was so funny, I had to laugh.
It reminds me of, like, the start of Liar Liar, the first scene with the kid in it, where he's like, "My dad's a liar."
Oh yeah, and
You mean a lawyer?
yeah, the kid's like, "You mean a lawyer?" And he's just shrugs, like, "Yeah, fucking
Like, no, a liar.
a Phoenix never lies, my fucking juicy ass." I don't know why, but every time I see the text show up in a different color, I just imagine they're saying it in a very passive-aggressive way. The defense may begin the cross-examination.
I'm a pianist by trade, yet I can hardly play at all. You can hardly play? Oh, I play sometimes, when the customers demand it. So I play them one song. That's usually all they want. Was that supposed to be a boast just now? The title of pianist is a mask, a respectable face I wear for the world at large.
Then why are you really at the Borscht Bowl Club?
My real job is to take on interested customers at the poker table. They pay you just to play poker? That would seem to be the case. I am a professional after all. Bah! Do I detect pride in that statement? It's just as hard for an honest, hard-working member of society like me to imagine. Yes, your imagination was always a bit limited, Winston. What? I played poker for 7 years in that little room, and I've never lost. Once. What? You see why the customers come now. Defeat the undefeated poker champion. It's quite a draw. That is, I'm quite a draw.
Yeah, you're quite a draw, Dad. God.
Wait, you never lost once? Not even one time? As I said, I'm a professional.
Professional cheater!
He's played poker for 7 years and not lost once. Is that even possible? The room where we play and the competition in there are the club's main attractions. The rules are simple. Oh, I need to back up to press that. The room in the crime scene photo is an attraction? It has quite a history, actually. The Borscht Bowl Club used to be a gathering spot for black market types back in the day.
He never lost because he kept playing against toddlers.
Black market? All in the past. Things like the black market are only on the silver screen nowadays.
Bullshit!
Suffice it to say that there were a lot of deals being made under the table. Right there in that room.
A smoky room gambling hoods. You know, just looking at this picture makes me feel bad.
The bosses gather around the table, cutting deals safe from the eyes of the law. Meanwhile, a goon keeps watch through a small window. I can practically picture it now. That window, does it look like it would be good for keeping a lookout, but little else?
You super read that wrong.
Oopsies. The room had a few other tricks to it, though it was common knowledge to our regulars. At any rate, they come to play poker in a room steeped in history. Despite the dark past, it was all good, clean fun. The rules are simple. We play a game of poker using 2 decks of cards. 2 decks of cards? A simple measure to prevent cheating. If you alternate 2 decks, no one can slip in cards.
There's something else I noticed. In addition to the cards on the table, there are some scattered on the floor. Lying scattered on the floor.
Precisely. Cards on the table, cards upon the floor. Each one performing a complete deck. A crime scene painted blue by a sad sweep of cards. It's poetic, really. Incidentally, we use 2 types of cards at the club. One deck of cards was red, the other was blue.
Hi, Andrew. I'm doing all right. How are you? As I recall, in poker, you make 5 card hands.
Depends on the poker judge. Don't be so judgy with your poker chant.
I can see how it would be easy to cheat.
Yes, a game of hands.
This competition you're talking about. I believe the court understands the nature of the game sufficiently.
That's right. It was a simple game after all.
I'm glad you finished your art commission.
Are you sure?
Huh?
People are not murdered over simple games, Mr. Justice. That's absolutely not true. Defendant, you were in the room the very moment the crime occurred.
Apparently, he hasn't met a League of Legends player.
Yet you claim no connection to the crime.
Now that's strange.
What's strange?
I was testifying about the competition that night. Asking me about the crime at this point is against the rules, Your Honor.
It's literally not.
Of course, I expected to hear a cry of objection from the defense.
I forgot how much of a little bitch he was in this game.
I completely let that one slip by. Don't despair yet, Justice. Sir? Right, there's something I'd like made clear.
Sorry,
Namely,
I
your
love the
connection to the case at hand.
You said League of Legends, Nye said Call of Duty, and Duncan said Monopoly. So many simple games cause murder. Sorry, go ahead.
League and Monopoly are not simple games. I don't know about Call of Duty. I haven't played it.
Oh gosh. You should see what happens if you dare dislike someone's favorite game character. Say you dislike Dahlia and I put you in the ground. Sorry, I'll try to keep the Dahlia talk to a minimum given that she has nothing to do with this. Oh hey, what's up 34? COD is overly simple to the point of brain rot. Let's fucking, stop getting distracted. Sorry.
Sure, why not?
Very well, the defendant will amend his testimony.
Just one little press, and I've got myself a whole new testimony.
Getting distracted, my specialty.
I plead silence regarding the murder, but I will say I never touched the murder weapon. I can't imagine Mr. Wright lying in a testimony. Isn't it a little early to be jumping to conclusions? This is your first cross-examination. Take it slow. If you need more information, don't forget to press. Right, I got it. I'm fine. Time to listen to that testimony again.
And don't forget
I
to
forgot
check
to
the.
press that last.
No,
I forgot to press that last statement.
don't forget to look at the fucking Oh my god, my brain stopped working.
I know what you mean.
Thank you.
Bears Mr. Wright's prints.
Yeah. I don't know why he's outright lying about that though. Like, dude, you were friends with a forensics person. You know that that's bullshit.
Before I present this, though, I do want
Yeah.
to press this statement.
Did TTS get too annoying? No, I have it turned off because we're both voicing the game, and since he's playing, I can just read chat. So, when I go to play Spirit of Justice, though, I'm absolutely gonna have speech chat on.
Silence? The defendant has the right to refuse to testify. I haven't forgotten everything about the law. But why? That clearly puts you at a disadvantage. And it's your job to turn that around in our favor, yes? Great, like I didn't have enough to do already.
Shut up, 34.
Justice, didn't you detect anything odd about— oh, we read this already.
No, but it pretty much said the same thing.
Okay.
Both of you shut up! Devin is gonna misread things. It's my job to call him out on it. While I brush my nails. Phoenix becomes washed up later on.
He's washed up now.
No, he's talking about now, because I don't think Andrew's finished the original series.
Okay. Then what are you doing here? Spoilers?
I mean, we find out later on in the game how he becomes washed up, and it doesn't stick, so it's not much of a spoiler.
Okay, so it's just like a brief—
Like I said, he shows back up in AA5. Just came to say hi, no problem. It's such a minor.
Hi, Andrew.
It's such a minor spoiler.
Yeah, fair enough. Because it doesn't affect the later two games.
Not at all, even remotely. This game is pretty much just immediately forgotten about in favor of the two worst games. Could have
So
had
you
a
say
good
you didn't touch this murder weapon, this grape juice bottle.
34, don't even get me
Right?
started.
So I said.
Something the matter, Mr. Justice? Look at
Too
that.
bad our new defense attorney never learned how to play dumb.
Sorry, Nices. It's such a minor spoiler. It's like saying spoiler, but in the next case, someone dies. Pretty much. Shut up. What's this, Mr. Payne?
My headphones!
I examined this bottle in question, you see.
I'm going now to prevent actual spoilers. Bye, Andrew! I'm back.
Yeah. I examined the bottle in question, you see, and it was covered by the defendant's fingerprints. Objection!
No need to shout, Mr. Justice! I can hear you just fine! Me too.
Excess yelling can damage the judge's ears and our case. But what about my cords of steel?
Dumbass. I love him.
Anyway, what's so strange about the fingerprints on a bottle in a restaurant?
Well, that's true, Prince. Oh no, proved it.
Oh, they wouldn't prove a thing if they were normal fingerprints. It auto-clicked there. Huh? But the fingerprints on the murder weapon were upside down.
To be fair, there are only 2 courtroom cases that don't deal with murder immediately in all of AA. Yeah, they're both in the 3rd games of their respective trilogies. Upside down? What does that mean?
It means he was holding the bottle inverted, and there can only be one reason for that. Yes. To brain someone with the bottle. Big brain, like the Academy.
This is big brain time.
Mr. Gavin, I think things just took a turn for the worse. Oh, I see no problem, Justice. Huh? The only thing that matters is the truth. There's a good reason for everything. You'll see.
Defendant! Can you explain your fingerprints on the bottle to the court?
I stand by my plea of silence regarding a murder.
You are a dumbass!
For now.
Not very cooperative, are you? This could hurt your case.
I'm sure he's uncooperative because he's hiding something. One moment.
Oh, well. Excuse Mr. Payne, his phone went off. Mr. Payne, turn your fucking phone off. First you flirt with that redhead like over 10 years ago, and now this. Phoenix could have clowned the court in so many instances. I mean, yeah. I think he literally did when he brought a clown in that one time. Turnabout Big Top. Keep making stupid jokes. I'm not sorry. God. Look at this bitch ass fucker. What do you mean he was always clowning around in court? He's not a clown though. He's the entire circus. We know this. He told me he was born a Libra, and now this song's stuck in my head. I don't know where it came from. And she gently caught her eye. Overcome by her sensation. Na 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 na. And in the English light, I totally don't remember the lyrics. Oh, I can't stop falling. My heart betrays me, and I know I'll not feel it all fall again. Won't someone save me? Request join you guys? Maybe? The only hesitation I have is that to invite one person is to open the door to invite others, and too big of a party can often lead to chaos, and the two of us are already struggling to get through the game as is. In no small part because of me, it's my fault, but still. I am the jester, my job's to entertain. You can pay... Sorry,
I don't want to be a sellout here.
Sorry, 34, are you trying to pay admission? Are you, sorry, bear with me. 34, are you trying to pay admission to voice act in this? I'd really only join to voice act if anything. Me too, that's the thing I'm saying, is the last time we did this, we had like 4 people come into voice act, and it didn't go anywhere for a very long time. I normally wouldn't be a sellout, but I did spend a lot of stupid money on stupid shit this week, so I don't know, I don't get notifications when that happens, so... Unless, like, if you go through my Tiltify and I'm gonna scream, that's what's gonna happen if you do that.
I would still advise against it.
Yeah.
Just for the sake of brevity.
There must be a reason.
Oh, pain. I'm gonna miss you, Winston.
In all the subsequent cases.
Well, not even. He's not in the rest of the games.
Oh shit, is this the last one he's in?
Yeah, he's not in the 3D games.
What the heck?
He's replaced by his little brother, Gaspin. And let me tell you, Gaspin is infinitely worse. You guys already get distracted enough from Dev being Dev. That's true.
Yep. I am just that distracting. I'm sure he's uncooperative because he's hiding something. There must be some reason.
Proof that Dev is a bard and I'm the barbarian.
Objection! Your Honor, you seem to have forgotten something.
And what might that be, Mr. Gavin?
On the night of the crime, who was it that reported the murder to the police?
Reported?
Well, that was the defendant, Mr. Wright, but still that...
Really?
Yes, well, according to the case file, the murder was reported from near the scene by a call from the defendant's cell phone. Near the scene? Let's take a look at this diagram of the murder scene, shall we? The victim was murdered in a small room in a basement 2 floors down from ground level. Of course, cell phones can't get reception so far down. The defendant used the stairs in this hallway to go above ground. The call came from the first floor of the restaurant.
Why does this place have a sub-basement? Because apparently they used to be a part of the black market that is, quote, only silver screen now. I see, and this phone call, and this is the phone that made the call. In 2026, that is the phone that Phoenix Wright owns.
I still have a phone like that, but it's my house line.
Oh, yeah, the same. Yeah, that's the same as my house line, but that's his cell phone. It looks like something straight out of the 90s. Don't knock the Nokia. Everyone's calling it a Nokia. It's a Nokia. He owns a Nokia.
Aren't Nokias like flip phones?
Not all Nokias. Some Nokias aren't.
Some are brick phones.
Some are older. Yeah, the older models are brick phones. Nokia brick. There's literally one called the Nokia brick, and it's like fucking indestructible.
Right? Like, I remember hearing people saying about how, like, Nokias were harder than diamonds or some shit.
They're like...
in elementary school.
They're like fucking bulletproof. They're
Hold
honestly
on.
kind of scary. Them bitches indestructible.
I'm looking this up now. Actual durability of a Nokia brick.
Everyone in chat's talking about Nokias. My aunt has wanted to switch back to using a flip phone. I might get her a Nokia for her birthday.
Who wants to switch back to a flip phone?
My aunt.
Ah.
She believes in the whole 5G conspiracy.
One of my D&D players who's no longer playing with us worked at a like retail thing for phones. And someone came in from a Facebook group asking if there were any phones that don't have a strong 5G radiation.
God, shut up.
She says she's part of a group of people that are very sensitive to it.
Anyone who says that deserves to be punched, and I will punch them.
Do they deserve to have a Nokia thrown at them?
Yes. If you surround yourself with Nokias, you will know immortality. You're thinking
Nuclear
invulnerability?
bunker? Nah, Nokia bunker.
No immortality, you will ascend. Why does it sound like a job sentence?
It sounds like one of those motivational posters.
Fuck yeah. And this is the Nokia that made the call.
Rights Nokia added to the court
Rights
record.
Nokia was added to the court record.
The defendant could have just fled the scene of the crime if he so chose. If he fulfilled his duty as a citizen and reported it to the authorities, and you claim he is being uncooperative,
Let 30 forces by the Lord of Holy Nokia.
Nice save, Mr. Gavin. I better not waste this. I think the prosecution has toyed with our client enough for the time being. Toyed? I assure you, no one is more serious about... What was it you said? The defendant was in the room at the very moment that the crime occurred. How can you possibly know this?
That's a good question, how indeed.
The answer is simple, Your Honor. The prosecution has a decisive witness.
I don't know if you're doing this on purpose, but it sounds like every time you go to voice Kristoff, you get way closer to the microphone.
Yes.
Okay. Also, Nye pointed out...
Voice act Kristoff.
No, sorry, go ahead.
When I voice Kristoff, like, I want him to still have a commanding presence, but I also want him to, like, be heard, and, like, the voice that I'm using for him, it's harder for me to be louder with it,
That's fair.
so I get close to the mic. What were you saying?
I was just gonna say, Nye in the chat said, we have managed to halt the stream for a solid 5 minutes because of Nokia.
And Duncan says, gotta show the god of Nokia the respect they deserve, obviously.
Yeah, we gotta all hail the Nokia. I might have to make a Nokia emote.
You're as good as you... You're as good as you say... You're as good as they say you are. Sorry, I thought we were still talking about Nokias. So someone else was in the room the night of the crime.
Who else are...
That must mean they witnessed the crime.
Are you saying you could have done it?
Everything up till now has been a warm-up, Justice. Are you ready?
Nye, I might have to take you up on that. Very well, the prosecution may call its first witness to the stand.
Yo, we need a picture of you, like, doing the One Punch Man punch, but you're holding a Nokia.
I might just, y'all are giving me great ideas.
Ah!
The witness shall state her name and profession.
Hold on just a moment. Where's the witness? How bad are your eyes, bro?
I surmise that she has been frightened by the defense's demonic-looking horns. So I used a little hair gel. Relax, people.
How much hair gel would you need to get your hair to stick up that way?
Enough to put in a Nokia.
The streets will run red for our Nokia overlords. Have no
Like, when you use that much hair gel, you're basically coating your hair in resin.
That's true. Have no fear. If any horns point in your direction, this court will cut them off. You are sure? I swear it on my gavel. Please come out.
Isn't violence against hair a crime, Your Honor?
Well, if you're sure it's okay. God, she's so cute. Now the prosecution. Wait a minute. Would the prosecution care to explain the witness's, paraphernalia?
Yes. She's a professional, Your Honor. Those are merely the tools of her trade.
And that would be...
My name is Olga Orly. I am employed as waitress in Borscht Bowl Club restaurant.
Then why the camera?
Of course, it is pride to serve borscht that is naming restaurant. But I also perform, how is it said, other service?
Dahlia has made me paranoid against nice characters. She's nice. I take it one of these other services is taking the customer's pictures.
Da, like for example this one.
That's the defendant!
Indeed, on the night of the murder.
Man in white hat is the one who gone kaput.
Indeed, that is the victim. Order! Order! This is quite a piece of evidence to casually drop in our laps.
It is the same way I drop cold bowl of borscht on laps of customers, casually.
I'm not sure you should do that. The court will casually accept this new evidence.
Now, witness, where were you at the time of the murder? I'm just gonna check over these things for real quick. There's a note at the back. Wow, the battery's being held in with a piece of tape.
Oh, he doesn't have a Nokia. No Nokia would ever need tape. I genuinely forgot. He had tape
He
on
should
his
buy a
phone.
new one. Maybe he can't afford it, or maybe he just doesn't care.
I think
Wait.
you can move the...
Oh, does the cursor always point at the center, or?
I don't know. Damn it, now I'm sad. He bought a Nokia instead. He left the A at home. Are you trying like the arrow keys or whatever?
No, I'm just using the mouse.
No, I mean to move the...
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. Tape is a ruse to
watch.
hide its power.
Huh?
The tape is a ruse to hide the Nokia's power. It's like those like weighted training bands in anime.
Yes.
Did you just tap its screen? What? That was weird. I think you tapped it at the same time something on your end like clattered because it sounded like you tapped the screen.
Yeah, so I had to reset my keyboard because basically my keyboard generally doesn't let me use my keyboard and the mouse at the same time after using them both for a certain period of time. So I have to reset my keyboard and then it fixes the Bluetooth.
You know what would be easier than using Bluetooth keyboard on your laptop.
I only have so many USB ports.
Using your inbuilt laptop keyboard.
It breaks sometimes.
Sweetie! Nokia's got Rock Lee's training weights.
Damn, I want that bread.
It's
The
got
bread that's got like the
red
meat
bean
in it.
paste? Yeah.
Yeah. No, I thought that was like a beef thing.
Yeah, this is a Russian restaurant, not a Japanese restaurant. That's not even Japanese,
Yeah, but
is
red
it?
bean red bean paste would be more Japanese because red bean paste is in mochi.
Oh, yes, okay, I'm not being racially insensitive. You want the Russian nesting dolls? Matryoshka dolls. Do you pronounce the Y in that?
I do, but I don't know if that's wrong.
Yes, okay, so it's Matryoshka. Matryoshka. Oh my god, I swear I can pronounce it. No. Frickin' Takata!
I can't tell which one of you is correct and which one of you is being an agent of chaos, or if one of you is just wrong.
Matroshka.
Anyway. Now, witness, where were you at the time of the murder?
I was in room. The hideout, we call it.
Excuse me? The hideout?
It is room where a famous gangster bad guy was arrested.
Not subtle at all.
Is the room where murder took place.
What?
Your look of utter surprise, it is lovely. I will post my courtroom door later for you.
Sorry, I made a poll.
Huh?
I made a poll in the chat to determine how to pronounce that word.
I will post my courtroom door later for you. She's so pretty. The photos will be numbered and you will write which one you want a copy of.
So there were 3 people in the room at the time of the crime. The victim, Shady Smith, Mr. Wright, and Olga Orley, our witness. And if Mr. Wright isn't the killer, that means...
Very well, witness. Poll was inconclusive. You will testify to the court about the night of those events.
That night, customer asked me to deal cards for game. It was cold. Both players played on hats on that. The victim, he plays whole time with his hand on locket at his neck. Then, last hand is done, but something terrible has happened. That man fooled victim and is strangling him to death.
Yes, 3 people in the room and 2 of them are arguing about the pronunciation of the Russian nesting doll. Incidentally, who won the game?
Isn't it obvious? The winner was the victim, Mr. Smith.
Objection!
That's ridiculous. Because Mr. Wright can't lose.
Oh, fucking Christ. Matroshka. And
Justice. Maybe you can come up with a more legitimate objection. But he hadn't lost in 7 years. Take it from me, kid. It happens. I didn't lose a case in my first 7 years as a prosecutor either. Incidentally, I have some evidence here, because I'm always going up against children like yourself.
He was the rookie killer for a while.
These are the poker chips that lay at the very moment. These are the poker chips as they lay at the very moment of the crime. The hand and chips on this side belong to the defendant, Mr. Wright. Those on the far side belong to the victim, Mr. Smith.
Chips, you say?
Yes. Imagine that poker is war. Your hand is your army and the chips are the spoils.
Fuck off.
I know that. After all, in my youth, I was known as the poker head of courtroom number 3.
I think he means poker face.
Looking at this picture, it does seem that most of the chips are on the victim's side of the table. Very well, the defense may cross-examine the witness.
That night, the customer asked me to deal cards for a game.
You were dealing cards. Do you do this often?
I am doing this. If customer wishes it, I serve anything. Borscht, cards, more borscht. Tis my work.
It's good to hear that a place hasn't forgotten the meaning of service.
Welcome you to Borscht Bowl Club, where borscht is as warm as the waitress.
Thank you for not handing out flyers during the cross-examination.
Bitch!
It was cold. Both players played with hats on.
It's already April. How could it be cold?
At Borscht Bowl Club, we have pride on authentic rustic Russian restaurant theme. That is very difficult to pronounce with Russian accent. Outside it is city in spring, but inside it is always as cold as Mother Russia.
No way am I going there.
Same. When it comes to hot borscht, cold is best seasoning, da? The victim, he plays whole time with hand on locket at his neck.
His locket?
I believe it was good luck charm, da? He gripped it many times as he played that night.
Yes, he must have felt as though it might carry him to the moon and the stars. Though if it were small enough to fit around his neck, it wouldn't have much lift.
The defense would like a clarification. Is this a locket that we're talking about? I mean, a pendant with a picture in it, right? Not a rocket?
Of course I knew that!
I think the main reason that this works is because the game was originally in Japanese.
Absolutely.
It was probably a pendant shaped like a rocket. That's why she called it that.
No, a locket's a locket. It's considered bad form to poke fun at the hard of hearing in our society. Hard of hearing or hard of understanding?
Both.
So what happened next?
Then last hand is done, but something terrible has happened, da?
Something terrible?
The defense will refrain from needless shouting.
Sorry, I need to seriously reconsider this vocal training thing. Now, Miss Orley, can you tell us what happened?
Oh, I was so frightened, da. I trembled with fear. That man flew at victim and is strangling him to death.
but the defendant would never do such a thing.
Well, now I can't say I've ever heard the defense try this tactic.
If possible, please refrain from embarrassing me.
I love him. Still, why would anyone do something like this over a game of poker?
Perhaps it is because defendant has lost game?
Yes, a crushing defeat for a man undefeated. So it always is with men like him. Winners make sore losers. Oh, how the mighty fall!
You're one to talk.
Go ahead. I believe you know what it is you need to do. Right, sir. Leave it to me. There were only 3 people in the room at the time of the murder. The victim, Shady Smith, Mr. Wright, and... Mr. Wright isn't the killer. I've got you now, Orly.
You know what you have to do, right, Jeff?
Yeah.
We
Your
are
Honor, that's... Huh?
We are an hour and 15 minutes in and you've already forgot 3 things the thing we have told you to do. Check the damn evidence!
you made me want to tear my hair out.
You're already halfway there.
Duncan, I say that someone got brained. Screw you. You're on the right track, but you presented the wrong thing. Check the evidence. It was bound to happen at some point. Yeah, but I didn't expect it to happen this early.
It is this one, but I need to check this as well.
Yes. I don't think you... The first evidence and you blew it. It's the second evidence, actually. Give him some credit. God. You just... I love that with you did that with full confidence, too.
Yeah.
Oh, so good.
Oh,
First
really?
was a freebie, though.
Strangled, you say? That's odd.
Duncan, you can't make that excuse. This one's also a freebie. It's the fucking autopsy report.
Da, normal customers only choke on borscht.
No, I mean, this report shows the victim died of a blow to the head. Miss Orly, really now? Did you witness the crime?
That was impressive. It's a fine tutorial. This entire thing should be a free. It's the tutorial. The entire thing should be a freebie. You'd be surprised.
I did actually get stuck later on first time I played this.
Looking at the picture, it doesn't seem like he was hit. He's still wearing his hat and everything.
Yet it's a fact that he was hit, Your Honor. Here's a photo we took of the victim with his hat off during the investigation.
Well, that's quite shocking, isn't it? His head certainly was hit. I'm gonna stop giving him as gruff a voice because my throat hurts. But I have seen it happen.
Also, make sure to follow Daycare Ladybot's advice.
Yes, I am. I have drunk 2/3 of my 40-ounce water bottle. Someone do the math. What's 2/3 of 40? But I have seen it happen.
It's like 26, 27. Something.
I say to do the math, and Nye, who's learning math in university, says no.
And then me, the one who didn't even take a math 12. All right.
roughly like 26 to 28 ounces. Yeah. The defendant, he lunged at the victim, his neck.
Oh, really, Miss Orley? I think I've caught you in your own lie this time. Justice. I admire your enthusiasm, but perhaps you should think this through once more. What do you mean? I found a contradiction. There's one thing in her testimony that troubles me.
Very well. Seems we should continue the cross-examination.
There is such a thing as thinking too much. This horse is dead, let's stop beating it. There's a thing as thinking too much. There's a thing as thinking aloud too much, too.
That night, customer asked me to deal cards for game.
Hold it!
You think you've already...
We've
yeah.
gone through this one before.
Look at her sparkly eyes. Such a cutie. I love the Russian doll. After defendant tried... Oh, okay.
No, not bad. Didn't see that one was different.
After defendant tried to strangle victim, he hit him with bottle.
You didn't say anything about hitting before.
So sorry, I must be forgetting this doll.
Witness, you will take greater care with your testimony.
Oh, I'm sorry, Your Honor.
And that clears up the discrepancy with the autopsy report, I believe.
Don't forget when
The
you're
defendant-
mid pressing, you can check the court record without without risking like presenting something by accident, which I've done so many times.
And chose a simpler, blunter means to do the job. Yes, that sums it up nicely. So he strangled them, then he hit him. Something's fishy about all this. Go ahead, I believe you know what it is you need to do.
Oh,
Right, sir, leave it to me.
I know you know what you need to do, Justice.
The worst part is I do know exactly what you have to present and why, and the only reason I remember is because of BoJack Horseman. Fuck, I'm so
Darn, if only we had watched that last night.
Oh, we would never have gotten that far. It's in like season 5.
Oof.
Don't forget to check all the evidence though, because I might be wrong.
So I know that the suspicious thing is that the locket's missing in this one.
Well, that. But there is something else.
Gone here too.
I genuinely do not remember. Can you deeply investigate the autopsy, or is it just what you see there? Yeah, that's pretty much just it. So it doesn't say anything. Okay.
Hemorrhaging. take a look at this one again. Just gonna press this again to try and remember.
It has to be that piece. Gotcha. Yeah. Back. Oh, 34, you missed. You missed it. Oh, you missed it. Oh, I can't wait for you to see that clip. Because Nai is absolutely gonna clip that. Because I immediately lost my mind. Let me know when you want a hint. I know of a way to hint it at you. Yes, I will. No hints, but I do have a decent lead if Devin moves up.
I think I can still figure it out.
I know you can too, but at the same time, I also know that if you don't, you're gonna be stubborn and not ask. So I'm just making sure you know.
You know me so well.
I do. Oh, Dev messed up. Why does that sound in character for him? Because you're the one who brought up the catapult thing.
Yeah, so there's two things that are suspicious here. The first is that the bottle's still intact, despite smacking him over the head and being empty. Where, like, smashing it on someone's head like that, if it was enough of a significant blow to kill him, it would have, smashed open.
I agree with you, but I don't think that actually factors in at all. I agree with you that that's how physics works, but I don't remember if that's actually relevant. It's been years, though. I think the last time I played this game I was 13, so maybe I'm wrong.
Yeah.
What was the other thing?
And then the other thing is that the necklace is missing. I'm not entirely sure why it's significant. It might have something to do with the motive, and it might have something to do with the strangulation if that did take place. However, if he did strangle this guy to start with, he'd need both hands, and it would be very awkward to go and grab the bottle from a position that he'd need to be strangling him from.
You're on the right track, and I think that's correct for the wrong reason. The thing I thought of is, what do you need to do to strangle someone to death?
Put both hands around their neck.
Well, yes, but how tightly do you have to do it? Tight enough to leave a bruise.
Right, and we have the whole neck exposed.
Yeah. Not specific oddities yet, yeah. Objection! Oh, fuck. Oh, no! Now my amnesia about this case is gonna fuck us up, because I genuinely... Turnabout Trump transcript.
Yeah, I think that might have been relevant later in the case as well. Because I think I might have gotten through, like, a couple things before. Yeah, it's spreading.
Oh, yeah, okay, yeah, right evidence. Right evidence, wrong testimony. Make an invisible mark. That's rarely a thing. Wow, Clover's getting Dev's curse. What do you mean that's rarely a thing? You're choking some... Have you... I've
Apparently
seen...
you've never choked someone to death.
Fucking... You don't know that.
making an invisible mark. Yeah, now that I read that, that seems stupid obvious.
Objection!
Oh, I'm a dumbass.
You know what? There was one curious part in her testimony, just like Mr. Gavin said. So it was one of the things I was right about.
Yes.
But it's like, I made like a broad, like, shotgun observation.
I like how I immediately discounted it too. I'm sorry.
SNES?
SNES. He misspelled sense.
But what does it mean?
Means nothing. Mr. Justice, would you care to explain what it is you're thinking about so intensely? I can read.
Hey, oh, he actually looks put together in this one.
God, I love him so much.
Recall the testimony, Your Honor. The victim played with his hand on locket at his neck, I believe she said. I hope you aren't about to raise an objection to the witness's grammar. No, but look at this photograph.
Look at this photograph!
Do you see a locket on the victim's neck? Well done, Justice. I'm impressed.
There is no black and white. I'm told that there will never be a wrong or right. But is that true? Should I believe that because others do? Sorry.
I knew you'd be able to handle this.
I like how you
What is
stopped
it?
just so I could sing.
But what does it mean?
If we are to believe this witness's testimony as is, then the locket disappeared following the victim's death.
Lockets don't just disappear, Your Honor. It's quite simple when you think about it. If the locket is gone, somebody must have taken it off, no? Taken it off? Wait, you don't mean... The defendant wasn't strangling the victim at all. He was taking off his locket. Wouldn't that explain it?
Ah!
Oh, sorry, that's yours.
No, I did. It's just Discord caught it.
Uh,
Ah! Oh, look at her and her cute hair. Defendant, what do you have to say to this? Don't worry, one case and then it's yours again. Because I'll have a certain small child voice. Say,
Yes?
I just noticed this, but you have something hanging around your neck, don't you?
Oh, you mean this? Yes, it's a locket, with a photograph inside. A photo of my daughter. Come again?
Mr. Wright, you have a daughter?
We confirmed it at the time of the arrest. The picture in the locket is indeed Mr. Wright's daughter. So Mr. Wright has a locket too? Why don't I buy this as just a coincidence?
Well now, if the results of this poker game led to the murder, perhaps we should hear a bit more of the outcome of the game. To be frank, when I first played this game, I guessed my way out of it, but I realized subtle hints sprinkled around this case and it makes me love the game all over again. Yeah, that's what I think. It's like, if you play it the first time, you just play it and then you just go through it. But if you're actually, like, paying attention, there's a lot of, like, really good nuance and hints and stuff. I don't understand why so many people dislike this game.
Further testimony won't really be necessary. It's clear the defendant lost. Badly.
Miss Orley! You will testify to the court about the game played between the victim and the defendant. Ta-da. The game began with 3,500 point in chips for each man.
How's Chip come into size? Small and large.
Of right. That's not how you spell right! Shocked that he still has his V card. Adoption child.
The one who was winning, that was victim. For last stand, defendant play with all chips on table and lose. That moment loss was decided. Defendant grab bottle from table and...
Indeed, looking at this picture, does seem to be a one-sided game.
As the court knows, poker was the defendant's life. Failure must have been a bitter pill to swallow.
How many times have I heard these words? I've done it in a fit of anger, Your Honor, and now I regret what I've done. A common tale, but true.
Methinks the judge watches too many old court movies.
Methinks the judge is an old court movie.
Sit down, John.
You fat motherfucker stick.
Yo, it was actually stolen from an old court movie. That sit down, John thing.
I know. John whatever goes to Washington. I've seen it. It's a good ass movie.
Yeah.
Ends really darkly though.
Mr. Wright says he hasn't lost in 7 years, so the testimony must be wrong.
The game began with 3,500 points in chips for each man. How's chips? You're skipping the pressing.
Are those the usual starting points? Were any special rules used?
No, not special. Usual game, usual rules.
If each man began with 3,500 points, then the total would be... exactly 7,000 points, sweetie.
Please, this isn't calculus. It's not even long division.
It's not even, it's basic addition. It's not even, it's multiplication of times 2. It's not that hard.
How's chips coming through size, small and large?
Especially when it's multiples of 5, too.
I love the judge, but he's such a moron.
How's chip coming through size, small and large?
Are the chips in this photo all the chips that were used?
Of course.
Something's fishy with these chips. Should I press harder? I'll do that later. Nah, it's her nature to be jumpy and suspicious looking.
Rude.
The one who was winning, that was victim.
She's so cute! I love her outfit!
You're telling me that Mr. Wright, undefeated for 7 whole years, was losing?
It must have been most unlucky day for him. I'm glad I did not take other picture of him. It would break camera, certainly. The chips, they went always to victim side of table.
So you're telling us that it was a one-sided game?
Super not how poker goes.
The one-sided and... For last time, defendant play with all chips on table and lose.
No, let's skip the press there. Last hand?
It was largest point of any hand. Defendant's hand, it was excellent. He tried to use it to take victory from behind.
Also not how poker works. It appears that both the defendant and the victim's hands are in this picture.
Yeah, because you can only get out as much as you put in, right?
Yeah. It's truly an excellent hand, however, so is the victim's.
The one with higher number wins, so defendant loses.
The victim, Mr. Smith, had a stronger hand than the defendant and crushed him. I believe that explains what occurred next.
Once cards laid down on table, it happened.
She's so scared.
The moment the loss was decided, defendant grabbed a bottle from table and...
And what happened next?
We all know, Monsieur. Even to think of it now, I shake and tremble, da. I do not believe such a thing could happen.
What such thing?
Please, you must believe. I had no idea. How could such a thing occur?
What such thing?
Niet! The defendant had been hitting victim! I saw it all happen right before me. I saw a bottle coming down on victim's head.
Decisive, isn't it, Your Honor? My witness saw the very moment of the crime. Remember, your first goal is to gather information. Yes, sir. Look out, contradiction. Here comes justice.
Sorry, I'm having a fit.
I'm just looking at your VTuber right now, and she's got her like mouth wide open, and she's freaking out.
Yep. I'm doing my sarcastic pog. It's the second one that you need to pass harder on, I believe.
Yeah. So we tried that before, and we didn't press because I figured there might be something else to learn. Maybe you could explain a bit about these chips.
Explain what is there to be explained.
Poker chips are poker chips. They're not fish and chips, not a chip off the old block, nor a motorcycle cop, nor a... Thanks. Now, as I've pressed her, I'd better ask something. What are these chips worth? Are they in dollars or rubles even?
Niet. As I've been saying before, it was game, not gambling. Perhaps for capitalists to understand. 2 types of chips. 100-point chip and 1000 points chip.
Hang on.
Hello. I am, yes. I can't, I'm doing something with Devin right now. We're still doing it. Maybe. I have a lot of things going on tomorrow. I think Saturday or Monday would be better. Well then, Monday would be better. I didn't see any, texts about it. My phone might have been on silent. I will, bye! She did text me 48 minutes ago. No wonder I didn't see it. We were in the middle of the stream. I'm back!
Alright.
Sorry, my aunt was calling me. She asked if I wanted to see my grandmother today. And I do, but this is more important.
Aw, thank you.
Oh, and now my phone's touchscreen isn't working.
Oh.
Oh, I got it. It's working now. Alright, we got... It is not money, da?
Justice. Sir, don't you find her comment interesting? In more ways than one, sir. I'd have it added to her testimony myself.
Well, does the defendant want the witness to add to her testimony?
Yes, I do think this deserves further scrutiny. Add it to the testimony. I wish I knew where I was going with this.
Do you know where you're going with this? Very well, witness, would you be so kind? One kind of chip is worth 100 point, other kind is worth 1000. Two kinds in all.
Table.
Oh, pardon?
That's gonna depend on what's on the table.
Remember, in total, she said it was a 3,500 point game.
Okay, so if the gray ones are 100, then it would check out.
Mm-hmm.
Which is weird, which has nothing to do with the case, but it's weird that the 100 point chips are bigger than the 1,000 point chips.
I think that used to be commonplace or something. Basic math test be like 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, 5,000, 6,000, and then 1,000 in black chips. So yeah. So can you tell from this who's winning?
Yeah, Shady's winning because he's got the bigger hand, right?
No, I mean in terms of chips.
Oh yeah. I mean, he's winning for both.
No. Remember, the smaller chips were worth more.
Oh, I'm dumb.
Oh my gosh. I think that needs to go in a medical record somewhere, how long that pause was between me saying that and you replying. Oh, that was great.
It's like I figured out that the math added up to the total, but I didn't see how many. I didn't count up each amount of points each player had.
I love you so much.
You're sure it was the victim who won? Absolutely sure? It seems our new attorney is a bit confused. A glance at the picture is enough to tell you who won, if you're not in kindergarten.
Just for safety's sake, could you explain the problem to the court?
Of course, Your Honor. In fact, this photo, I see small chips and I see large chips. Tell me, which were worth 1,000 points? Why, the big ones, of course, duh! Oh, I thought so too, but then the totals don't add up. The totals? Let's review what the witness told us. Each man started with 3,500 points in chips, and combined the total value of the chips was 7,000 points.
Yes, if my calculations are correct, let's see. 3 plus 1 carry 5.
They are, Your Honor. Now, look at this photo that allegedly shows all the chips. If the big chips are worth 1,000 points and the small chips are worth 100, and you add them up, how much is it? Do it yourself. You aren't in kindergarten, are you?
He might be.
10,600 points. The chips don't add up. This clearly contradicts the witness's testimony.
Duncan in chat says, my guy, you have failed kindergarten. Do not go to jail, do not pass go, or collect 7,000 points.
But why? How could this be? Exactly, Justice. Now that you know the what, you must determine the why. Right, there's only one possible way to explain this contradiction. Each man began the game with 3,500 points. All the chips are indeed shown in this photograph, and there can only be one answer.
Well, what is it?
The value of the chips was the other way around. What? Want to know what I think? The small chips were worth 1,000 points, not the big ones. Madness! Utter madness!
Show me that photograph of the chips again. There are 6 small chips and 10 large chips. Why, that does make 7,000 points when you add them up.
Excellent work, Justice.
I love Kristoff, but every time it cuts back to him, I have genuinely forgotten he is even in the game.
It's almost as though you figured it out by yourself. I really didn't.
He's too honest!
Well, I'm glad I was the one who no. Well, I'm glad I was the one who said it. Oh, wait! The value of these chips may be different, but that changes nothing.
Indeed, the victim did have the larger number of chips still.
Oh my god, you're all stupid.
Ah!
Exactly. The small chips are 1,000 points and large chips are worth 100. Let's do a little math. Add up the points for each side of the table.
Oh, that's you, sorry.
$4,100 points!
Well now, it seems that Mr. Wright was winning that night after all. My client had even less reason to kill the victim. After all, he was winning.
I love how much Discord is cutting you out when you do that frequency.
Now, Miss Orley, you must have known the true value of the chips, since you were there at the scene of the crime, weren't you? It's cutting you out too.
Did Dev just do the fucking goat scream? Discord cuts out so much that it makes Devin seem like he's slowly evolving into goat. Order! Order!
Yes, I need to remove all the noise cancellation from my Discord.
I've done that before. It completely breaks the PNG tuber.
It appears our defendant has lost his motive. And Mr. Wright's supposed defeat never happened.
I'm gonna turn into a goat that looks like Ryan Gosling.
That's a joke only we get.
Excuse me, what is it, Miss Orley?
Bruh!
I did not want to be saying this, but actually, you see,
More like Ryan Goatling.
Miss Orley, what do we see?
in the last hand, there was cheat.
A cheat? You don't mean a trick?
Wait, or do you mean a scam?
They're all the same thing.
Yes, there was cheat in last hand. That is why game ends with chips the way as they are.
Great, just great. First we have lying, now cheating. Well, this case certainly has taken a turn. Perhaps they were bamboozled.
Oh my god, do not. Apollo sweating bullets in a courtroom full of kindergartners.
Witness, you will please testify to the court. Tell us about this cheating in the final hand.
By the way, Kristoff saying things have taken a turn from the interesting is his quote on his Wikipedia page.
Nice.
I only know that because I've had to Google him so many times for the fanfic. Does that mean we will have a kiddie pool? No, because Adult Swim time. You know it's Adult Swim. The final hand.
The last hand, both men had full house. There is 4 of each card in deck from ace to king. If you look at both men's hand, cheat is more obvious. The next moment, game becomes argument. The defendant's trick was exposed. He took bottle in his hand and poor Mr. Smith.
Miss Orley, why did you not tell the court about this from the very beginning? I thought I smelled a cover up here. Well, folks, it's time to throw back the covers.
Full house is a very high-scoring hand. It's not easy to make in my experience.
No, it super isn't.
That alone is enough to suspect less than scrupulous tactics. Mr. Gavin? What's a full house?
Oh my god.
Lawyers these days, you don't know your poker.
Can't say this bodes well for your case or career.
What is this, some sort of secret poker ring? Secret court poker ring?
I'd be down.
Justice, you know the terms 1 pair, 2 pair, and 3 of a kind, yes? Yeah, no problem. 2 cards with the same number makes a pair, and 3 makes 3 of a kind. Good, now picture a hand with 1 pair and 3 of a kind.
I do actually super appreciate that everyone else is making fun of Apollo and Kristoff's actually taking the time to explain it.
That's a full house. That doesn't sound very easy to make, does it? You can see each player's hand in this photo. Wow, they both have full houses. We forget there's an easy way to make a full house and go undefeated for 7 years. You cheat.
This defense may cross-examine the witness.
If he did cheat in the last hand, that still leaves one important question. Mr. Wright lost that hand. Who's ever heard of a professional con man losing when they cheat?
The last hand, both men had full house.
Hello? Did I lose you?
Yeah, it's just the button wasn't working. Just how hard is it to make a full house anyway?
It is quite hard. Is making a pair and 3 of a kind at same time.
I guess that's right.
Hang on, 1 second. Very difficult to be sure. You can take my word as pokerhead of courtroom number 3. Very difficult, but not impossible.
Okay, full house, hard. This line of questioning, a waste of time.
There is 4 of each card in deck from ace to king.
4 of each card, you say?
There is one spade, one diamond, one heart, and one club for each card. It is an interesting fact that this 4 comes from this number of seasons.
Really?
Huh, you don't say.
I didn't actually know that. Ah, did you know that the cards are numbered 1 to 13? Shut up, 34. And all the cards you add up in a deck, and you get 364 a year minus 1. Oh, judgy.
Except that's not how it works.
Oh, judgy.
Huh, you don't say. Isn't that 1 day short? That's why each deck has 2 jokers. They say the second joker stands for the leap year.
This seems super fake.
Yeah, because remember, a full deck is like 52 cards. Plus the jokers makes it 54.
Oh, I love that.
Thus you have a perfect representation of the year, all in a deck of cards. Huh, you don't say. We're gonna be in this courtroom for a year if it keeps going like this. Oh, he feels it too.
If you look at both men's hands, cheat is more obvious. The next moment, game becomes argument, Defendant's trick was exposed.
I missed a thing here. How was it clear?
Just in the middle of a court case, everyone starts to gaslight Apollo. That's entirely what it's fucking the point is.
Well, the defendant, he played the 5th ace.
5th ace?
I still remember both hands very well. Mr. Smith's hand had 3 aces. And Mr. Wright had 2.
No. That's not how that was.
Yeah, shit.
Out of all the evidence I could have remembered, I did remember that. Obviously, cheating was afoot, or should I say, a hand. Your Honor, perhaps this could be added to testimony without Mr. Payne's joke.
Very well, the witness will add this detail to her testimony, please.
Mr. Smith said that 3 aces and Wright says 2. That is 5 aces in all.
Do you want me to present now, or do you want me to press the other 2?
It is up to you. You already know what it is. Like we will do to Clover. Yeah. You will not gaslight me. I am the gaslight gatekeep girl boss.
Now that honor goes to Young Bounty Girl.
Young Bounty Girl is not the gaslight gatekeep girl boss. She's not powerful enough. I have the power to gaslight gatekeep and be a girl boss. I just as soon as I said that, I splashed water on myself. God damn it. Never mind.
Your water bottle's just like, no, bad Clover. Alright, I'm gonna do this.
Nice.
Well.
The next moment game becomes argument,
Do you recall what the men were arguing about?
I believe so. The victim, he shouts, "You are cheater," and then the defendant shouts something like, "I have objection."
Shouting objection, eh? Old habits are hard to break. First he bluffed his way through the courtroom, now he bluffs his way through life.
I feel like he always did that.
However, Mr. Wright lost the hand. That seems to cast a shadow of doubt on Mr. Smith.
Humiliation from losing even when cheating. That is what set fire to defendant's heart.
So what did the flaming defendant do next? Went home and fucked his prosecutor boyfriend.
He took bottle in hand and poor Mr. Smith.
By bottle, are you referring to this?
The defendant uses this bottle to...
Like my fanfic? I have a gatekeep girl boss in my fanfic, yes. Gaslight gatekeep girl boss. That's Dahlia's fucking mantra, are you kidding me?
This behavior is an admission of cheating by the defendant.
But why use a grape juice bottle?
You'd be surprised at what can be used as a weapon.
This juice is the recommended drink of Borscht Bowl Club, da. It is... This year's vintage is remarkable for hefty flavor.
So, it's just wine, right? It's not actual juice?
I like to think of these grown-ass kindergartners drinking grape juice. Hefty enough to brain a grown man, apparently. First she says it was a serious competition, now she says there is cheating. Justice, notice anything odd? Her testimony keeps changing. Now she says the defendant cheated. Actually, yes, I had noticed that. Let's get the truth about this cheating first, shall we? Right, leave it to me.
Gay ship? What do you mean gay ship? Which of my fics is gay? I mean, I know one of my ships is gay, fics is gay, but I haven't worked... Well, yeah, but I haven't worked on that in ages. 34, are you reading my gay fanfics?
It appears the witness is mistaken.
Mistaken, but my name...
I love her.
Look at this piece of evidence. It clearly contradicts what you're saying in your testimony.
That's the photo of the chips, is it not?
Justice, perhaps you ought to explain your point in the way that the judge can comprehend.
Why is everyone so mean to the judge?
In other words, use your finger to point out your point.
Yes, please point out the contradiction in this photo.
It's like, here, how do I... Oh. Take that!
Oh, yeah, I know what it is.
I don't know how...
She said
like,
someone...
I know how to explain it, but I don't know how to, like...
She said one of them had 3 aces and the other one had 2. Which one did she say had 3?
Yeah. So I gotta point out the ace. I shouldn't have been doing the 7s.
Well, no,
Oh.
Which person had 3 aces in her testimony?
Huh.
You were on the right track, just on the wrong side, and I wasn't sure if you would get that.
Yeah, fair enough.
I don't want to give too many hints. I just wasn't sure because that's kind of stupid.
Yeah, it was like, it was mechanical incompetence rather than not understanding. Miss Orley, in your testimony, you made the following claim. Mr. Smith's hand has 3 aces. You can clearly see the victim's hand only held 2 aces. Well, maybe the witness was simply confused. Perhaps it was the defendant's hand that held the 3rd ace in question. Objection! Take another look at the evidence. As you can see, the defendant had also 2 aces in his hand. Where is this 5th ace? I see cheating, all right, and it's going on right here in this courtroom.
Two aces in the player's hand does make 4 aces in total. Hardly proof of cheating.
Wait, please! It is true. I have seen it, the fifth ace. There was cheating, I swear to you.
That's odd. She must be lying, yet she's the most sincere I've seen her all day. You're right to trust your instincts. Mr. Gavin, who knows what lies in store for us in the trial ahead? Your Honor, if I may, I have a suggestion.
What might that be, Mr. Gavin?
If you don't mind, perhaps you might examine the actual cards.
The cards?
Mr. Payne,
Yes?
the players' hands that night were set aside as evidence, were they not? The defense would like to request the cards be shown to the court.
Very well, the prosecution will submit this evidence. Which will you examine? The victim's cards or the defendant's cards?
These cards don't prove cheating was going on, nothing will.
Now I'm getting invested, how dare you? That's the point!
Well, they said the defendant was cheating, so we gotta prove that he wasn't, so. Let's start with Mr. Wright's hand. The defense would like to view the defendant's hand.
Very well, Mr. Payne, your evidence.
Yes, Your Honor.
Well now.
Well now, let's see what we have here. Right, sir. Oh. I thought the game crashed for a second. When examining the evidence, be sure to view it from all sides and angles. That should give you a better perspective on the case. Okay, let's do this. So we gotta look at the back. So these are red backs.
Mm-hmm.
But the deck was blue. Hold on. Just double checking to see if I'm right. Yeah.
I'll be right back. I have to pee really bad. Play without me.
Not unless you count their... Perhaps you'd best examine the victim's cards next. Of course, you can always give these cards another look. Well, do I examine the other hand of cards? Guess I'll examine the victim's cards. Your Honor, the defense requests time to examine Mr. Smith's hand. Granted, but make it quick, Mr. Justice. Don't worry, justice is always swift. Card backs are red. For some reason, I thought they were using blue cards in the final hand. Didn't you, Mr. Gavin? Huh. Oh. Which was it now? Has the defense found anything of relevance? Oh, I probably... It's another mechanical thing if I forgot to, like, actually press the other hand. Like, I forgot to click on the other hand, rather. Oh no, I did. Oh, it's that this one is specifically singled out. Yeah, mechanics. Your Honor, look at this. One of the victim's cards, the back is a different color.
That's impossible.
but I put that card in. What was that, Miss Orly? No, нет. I merely said, da, I have. Your Honor? Mr. Gavin, yes. Mr. Gavin, yes. Tell me, what is the easiest way to cheat at poker? To cheat? I'll tell you. One merely needs a friend, a comrade, shall we say. The dealer. Wait, so do you mean... This witness, Miss Orly, she's the cheater. A professional, I'd wager. Was that a lobster that fell in there? Order. Focus, Justice, time to take advantage of her mistake. Your Honor, please recall the testimony we just heard. That is impossible. But I put that card in the right hand. Ergo, Miss Olga Orly inspired to cheat, not with my client, but with the victim, Mr. Shady Smith. Not only did she cheat, she cheated poorly. Therefore, it's not hard to imagine an altercation between her and the victim. What? Wait, you don't mean... The defense isn't accusing the witness, Miss Olga Orly, are you? Time for justice. There were 3 people in the room at the time of the incident, and if Mr. Wright isn't guilty, that means I am. Wait, what? The defendants accuses the witness, Miss Olga Orly, of murder. Or is it crustacean-y? Mr. Payne, where is your witness, Miss Olga Orly? It appears she has lost consciousness, Your Honor. Mr. Justice? Your Honor, it seems you presented a new possibility to the court. One suggesting a connection between the witness and the victim, Mr. Smith. And that means this court cannot pronounce a verdict for the defendant at this time. What? I did it. I held out. I see no point in prolonging the trial this day. The prosecution will need to make further inquiries.
Objection!
Mr. Wright? You can't end the trial here, Your Honor. Not yet. What nonsense is the defendant spewing now? Think, one of the cards had a different colored back. Don't you wonder what it means? What are you doing, Mr. Wright? Raising objections right when you're about to get off the hook? Ridiculous! Mr. Payne, you of all people should know, Mr. Wright has a talent for the ridiculous.
Oh, this is a great angle.
You comfy? You comfy?
It's because my computer can see me when I'm at the end of my room. I have a stupid question.
What up?
This is my big dumb question. Flashback to nobody who the fuck asked Mr. Payne exactly. I totally missed that, so collapsing at Wright's talent for the ridiculous is perfect. Yep. I came to ask a stupid question. The company with the lion logo before their movies, right? The roaring shit. That's Lionsgate, right?
Wasn't it Golden something Meyer or something?
Oh my god, am I dumb? Am I stupid? Please tell me I'm stupid. Tell me that I'm dumb.
Listen, the only reason I know this is because, do you remember Ken?
Yeah,
He
I
was in
do.
choir. Yeah, so I was in a video project with him. Metro Golden Mayer, that's what it was. So I was in a video project with him, and we had to recreate a trailer for 21 Jump Street. And and in order to remake that, in order to remake the Metro Golden Mayer like lion roar thing, I used Ken's face as he was doing like the lion roar.
Nice.
Your line?
Perhaps we should get to the bottom of things. Let's clear up the facts about the game that fateful night.
As was said before, we alternated between 2 decks of cards that night. That was said before! Good job, Mr. Wright. Gold star! The 2 decks of the club have different colors, blue and red. 1 color per deck. Why use different colored backs?
You saying that made
If you
me
use
think
this
of
thing-
Kiefer King on this deck.
If we used the same color, the 2 decks might get mixed. You used different colors and they still got mixed up? We used the red deck for the last game.
I see, but that's odd. For some reason, I have this impression that you were using the blue cards.
Yeah, me too. I'm sure someone said something about blue cards. Whatever, in the end, one card of the wrong color got into the mix. Which means there was cheating! Yes, a card slipped into the deck would seem to indicate cheating. Yet, this card raises 2 serious questions. Apollo? Yes? Let's consider the first question, shall we? Think, in the last game, when was the card swapped? When? There's 3 broad possibilities here. It could have been swapped before the murder, during the murder, or after the murder. Well, yeah, thanks for the news bulletin, Mr. Wright. Of course, it was swapped. Oh. It might be as simple as you think, Mr. Payne, or it might not be. I'd like to hear what Apollo thinks first. When do you think the cards were swapped? When was the card swapped at the deck?
Phoenix is now the judge. Phoenix is the game master.
So we don't see the cards in this one. So what's weird about this, right, is that they said they were using red cards for the last game, but the deck is blue.
Yes.
So I'm gonna take a look at the cards under the table, see if any of those are. Oh, that's a black and white photo.
Yes.
Damn it.
God, I can't believe I'm about to say this because I fucking hate this sentence. Turn your thinking.
Don't tell me.
No, I'm just gonna say turn your thinking around. That's all I'm gonna say.
Nice. Okay. So basically, I want to be thinking about like what it implies as to when the card was swapped in.
Yeah.
If it was swapped in before the murder, that would imply that Shady and Olga were cheating. Which would give Phoenix a reason to commit the murder. And that would mean that Olga swapped it while they were fighting, which doesn't make sense. If it was swapped after the murder, then that might mean Phoenix was covering his tracks, but he might not point it out then.
God, I'm suddenly so tired. Fuck me. I'm not tired because of you. I'm genuinely just so sleepy. You're on the right path. That much I'll say. Yeah.
Yeah. So.
It's my BF
Check
job?
the
Yeah, I know,
evidence
that
again.
is Clavier's job.
I love Apollo's text for his attorney badge.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a ready.
It's not where I went with that.
Man, I wish we could see it at a better angle to see. I mean, it does look like there's the two kings here. Or the three kings here. Because the king takes up, like, the whole... Yeah, the king takes up the whole back as well. Which is the whole face.
Mm-hmm.
Because, yeah, so that happened here. Then there's two photos of after the murder was taking place. And
I also totally
one of
missed
the
like a
after photos-
solid chunk of the stuff, so I'm no help with you. So
yeah, because this middle card is full. Wait, hold up! But it was the ace that was swapped in actually.
Mm-hmm. Sorry, I'm putting my comfy and it suddenly got very cold in my room.
Or was it? No, it was one of the kings that was swapped in. Okay, so the king of diamonds was swapped in. So that would have made his... I don't know if that would help. I mean, it might, but also, like, I remember I was, like, Adam did run a mystery one-shot at one point, and I was taking the most physical notes out of everybody, but it ended up being Dom who actually put everything together. Just because of, like, a small thing that he noticed about, like, who could correlate with the testimonies.
Yeah. So,
But anyway, so the king was, this king here was swapped in after the thing. So, my thing about, like, all these kings here being swapped in doesn't check out for, like, after. But it is more about the motive.
I super think you're overthinking this.
No, I think it means I need to be taking better, like, sorry, I need to know what sorts of things to take notes about, just so that it's more, like, focused.
Okay. His line of thinking got me to forget what he's looking for.
So basically, I thought for a second that one of the kings was, that one of the aces was swapped in, because I remembered it. I remembered the cards like mirrored.
Yes.
And I tried to make.
But the question is still, when would be a good time? Oh, I.
Like a heart. And then in the deck.
The question was, when was the card swapped? Like, when is the most opportune time? And I would remind you that the murder was instant, and also to check your fucking court record.
This is the part of the court record. Shut up.
Other parts of the court record, you ding dong. Remember?
Well, yeah, there's two hearts here. So...
No, they're not. That's a heart and a spade. The spade looks like an upside down heart with a stem on it. They just didn't draw the stem.
But is the spade upside down here?
It's not even a spade, it's a club. It's just a bad drawing, sweetie. I swear to God, that's just supposed to be the club. You are so overthinking it. Who called the police? No, that's not what I meant! No! I was oh my God. Oh my God.
Clover's VTuber is still, which means that she's like on the floor or something. I've killed her.
I just have my head in my hands. I was literally just I wasn't trying to tell you the answer. I was literally trying to get you to answer my question. I was like, who called the police, right? And if you know who called the police, then it would be inopportune for him to swap the card afterwards, because that would incriminate him as a cheater and thus give him a reason for murder. What's funny is he picked the right answer for all the wrong reasons. Did he actually pick the right answer? Because I thought it was before the murder.
Hold on, let's let this play out. Perhaps it happened after the murder. What's that? Ridiculous! What's the point of cheating after the hands have been shown? That's silly. Objection! Yes, but tell me, how do you swap cards during the game? I'll take silly over impossible.
It's called sleight of hand, you dipshit.
Take it from me, there's a lot of silly in this world, but very little impossible. Oh, even with the backs of the cards are a different color? If you pulled that out during the game, you'd be caught in no time.
Oh, fucking... Okay, yeah. Holy fuck, the deja vu is real! Oh no. I feel bad because I totally shamed you and you picked the right answer anyways.
I picked the right answer for the wrong reasons.
Very wrong reasons. I might not even have to click. I might have to highlight all of that. That might be too long for a clip.
That would mean that the blue card in question was swapped after the hands that were shown, after the murder. Okay, this is going past silly and straight on to crazy! I ask again, what is the point of cheating after the game is over? Who would do that? Do indeed. That's one of the mysteries before us.
There's another?
Yes, a simple yet decisive question must be asked. Who swapped the red card for a blue card? Who? The game and the murder is done. The victim is dead. Only 2 remain in the room, alive, that is. The defendant, Phoenix Wright, and our witness, Olga Orley. Okay, so who was it that swapped the red card for a blue? Like you said, if it's Phoenix, it makes him suspicious.
It's either one. Whichever one you accuse of swapping the card, it pretty much indicts them as murder, I think. God,
Wait,
how
so are
I...
there like are there 2 endings where you just convict either of them?
God, I wish. No, unfortunately, there is only one ending, and I'm not telling you who you convict.
Okay. So then I'm just trying to figure out.
You convict the devil himself. How did the guy
I
die
convict-
again? Blunt trauma.
I convict God.
No, Duncan, no. You're right, Duncan, we do convict you, Mr. Lucifer Morningwood. Mr. Lucifer! Sorry, I should stop trying to ear rape y'all on the mic.
Just trying to think about motives here. We don't really have a lot to go on because we don't really know a whole lot about.
The worst part is, like, the only hint I could give you is super mean and, like, contrived, so I can't even say it without sounding, like, super cynical.
Convict Phoenix because he's a bitch. Got it.
Well, no, it's actually the opposite. It's the same problem I have with all of Spirit of Justice. I bet I could go and take a 30-minute nap and wake up and you would still be on this question. God, it would all be
Nah,
easy for them to
I
say.
feel like
34,
I feel like
that's
the
the thing
fact
is,
that they-
I don't want to give him hints. I want it. Whoa, my VTuber freaked out. I don't want to give him hints because I want him to figure it out on his own.
I feel like the fact that they gave us the option for someone else, though, is like hinting at the fact that someone else might be part of the crime scene.
Go with your gut, man.
Yeah. The one who swapped the cards wasn't Mr. Wright, of course. And, well, it doesn't seem like it could have been Olga either.
What are you suggesting?
That's hardly a logical conclusion, I'll admit. As a defense, I think it only makes sense for you to name Miss Orley at this point. Yes, I know, but she was the one who dealt the cards, right? I just can't believe she would make the mistake of swapping the wrong colored card.
And if the card was swapped during the game, it'd be obvious. Something you'd like to share with the court, Mr. Wright?
Oh, my apologies, Your Honor. I was just thinking about how much fun this all is.
He's such an asshole.
Fun? How about confusing? I have no idea what the defense is claiming, Your Honor. If the one who swapped the card wasn't the defendant, and it wasn't Miss Orley...
Nye in the chat
Then
says,
who
God,
was
Phoenix
it?"
acts like a murderer.
Yeah, well, that was the question, wasn't it? Precisely. Huh? I believe we're about to see this case take a new direction.
I think you understand. Do you understand now why whenever I make objection.lols, I make you Hobo Phoenix?
I'm starting to get it, yeah.
A new direction?
We'll find that indeed after the murder. Someone swapped one of the cards in the victim's hand. And that someone made 2 critical mistakes. I'm sure you're going to tell us that the first was swapping the wrong color card, because the one who did the swap didn't know 2 colors of cards were being used. The other mistake was the number on the card. Right, the person replaced the 5th ace with the king. I'm sure whoever swapped it wasn't expecting there to be a 5th ace after all. But also, there's... Wait, never mind. All they knew was that the game had been won with a full house. So, they picked up a king from the table and swapped it in. But there's one problem! According to our case record, this person doesn't exist. True, not until now. But you have to admit the possibility of a 4th person. Though it's more than a possibility. There was someone else there that night at the scene of the crime. Ah! I believe the judge spoke truthfully earlier. You do make trials ridiculous, Mr. Wright.
Absolutely. This trial has proceeded on one central assumption. Namely, that at the time of the incident, there were only 3 people in that room.
I believe this new evidence, shall we say, overturns that assumption.
Problem is that you chose to conceal this information from the court.
I suppose that's a problem, yes.
Court is adjourned for a brief recess. Mr. Gavin, I'll see you in my chambers during this recess.
Certainly, Your Honor.
Very well, the trial will resume in 20 minutes.
God, I'm tired. Fuck me. Oh, wait. Is this right? Okay. Sorry, I'm trying to remember when things happen in this case. Okay.
That was quite unexpected, Mr. Wright. Suddenly claimed there was another person at the scene of the crime like that. I must ask, is this the truth? Well now, I think you would know the answer to that. Ah, being mysterious, are we? Sadly, I have no time for mysteries. I only ask that you have the defending to your that you leave the defending to your defense in the future. Otherwise, I cannot guarantee the outcome. I see you haven't mellowed out one bit, Kristoff. Justice. Yes, sir? The judge has summoned me to his chambers, so carry on without me.
Peace.
You did well, Apollo. Can I ask you something? Sure. That locket you wear, is that really yours, Mr. Wright? Ah, you're wondering about the victim's disappearing locket. Here, you can take a look at it. That's a picture of my daughter in there.
Pretty baby.
Cute. I'm just surprised to hear you had a daughter. Most people are. Perhaps you'll meet her one of these days.
Single dad.
One more question. The one who cheated that night, was it you? What do you think? Huh? You know what happened 7 years ago? What I did? It's not unreasonable for you to think I might cheat. I never, honest, but it is odd that he managed to go undefeated for 7 whole years. Want to know something? There's only one game where you can be dealt bad cards all night and still win. Poker. Huh? You see, Poker is all about reading your opponent. In that way, it's a lot like a court case. Poker is like a trial law. Figure out what your opponent's thinking, and you win. Well, yeah, but that's harder than it sounds. I think not. Try as they might to conceal it, everyone reveals their true thoughts in the end. Their body language can become a valuable source of information. You're kidding. That witness, for instance, Miss Orley. She would touch the back of her neck during certain parts of her testimony. Did you notice? No. Come on, who'd notice that? Words, habits, twitches, it's all information for the reading. That's the secret to winning, Apollo. Someone taught me, and now I pass the secret on to you.
Mia didn't teach you to look at fucking shit.
Nah, she just told to turn your thinking around. Turn your brain around, snap your neck with it. Sorry, that was cruel.
No. I liked it. It just, that was wild. Mia taught him how to bullshit. Yeah, exactly. Not even. Mia told him to, you know, as Dev said, turn his thinking around and fucking not bluff. I don't think Mia bluffed once in either of the cases we saw her in. Phoenix taught himself to bluff like an asshole.
But I'm not worthy. I mean, there's no way I can pick up on these signals. No, you can do it. Huh? You just don't know it yet. What's he talking about? But you will. Soon. Almost forgot one thing about this case. You should know I haven't told the truth to anyone yet. What? I knew it! I have my reasons, of course. All shall be revealed. And Apollo, I need you to be there defending me. I need your power. My, power? I had no idea where my courts of steel were that special.
I love him.
It's time. The real trial begins now. Do your best.
Hobo Phoenix is such a mysterious little asshole, ain't he?
Yeah.
I forgot how much of a prick he was.
I think this is a good stopping point.
Yeah, me too.
Sounds like you're getting tired. I gotta go in like an hour.
Yeah. I think this is the first Ace Attorney game where you can't really beat the first trial in one go.
Yeah.
Phoenix plans on absorbing every defense layer's power to become defense lawyer god.
Do you think that this is where would you put this on like difficulty of like the first cases?
It's the I think each first case, with the exception of the second one, gets harder each time you play. I think the first turnabout is pretty fucking easy. Is the easiest. I think the only reason that the Lost Turnabout is harder is because it's bullshit. The game pulling shit out of its ass. The third game has a really difficult one because it's meant to be integral to the story. I'd say this one is actually pretty easy. It's just new mechanics are introduced and shit. It's just long. The fifth one I don't remember well enough to measure, and the sixth one just sucks ass. The sixth one is so bad that what would everyone's ass character be from you? What is the censor word you're using? The sixth game's tutorial case is so bad I had to Google a walkthrough the first time I played it. That's how fucking hard it is. Objection.lol character be from you. I am Clavier. Devin is Hobo Phoenix. I made Duncan up there Francisca. Naya is Apollo. I made Josh Kristoff. Young Bounty Girl was Edgeworth. So is Andrew, but I haven't made an objection.law with Andrew in a while because he's not in the server anymore. I haven't I don't have half the cast, so like I can't use Black Quill or anything. I mean I could, but that involves importing codes and I don't want to do that. Especially since it would, swap between 3D and 2D graphics. But yeah, alright. I'm gonna go to the end screen now. Next stream will be Sunday. We'll be doing, what would yours be? I mean, it would be Black Quill, but if I had to pick a 2D person, I don't know. Next stream will be Sunday, and it will be Paradise Killer. I'll probably do a lot more item and Shinji hunting. And then...
Because are you finished that game?
Absolutely
not.
not.
Not 100%, but like, are you finished the main story?
Not even close.
Okay.
Who's Black Quill's sister? Aura. Black Quill. She's no one because she sucks. Next stream will be Sunday, Paradise Killer. And then Thursday we'll resume this. This was fun. I enjoyed a lot of it. It took way too long for us to get started. Alright. See y'all when I see y'all. Bye!
Bye!